I called off our wedding because my fiancée wanted to name our future son after her ex-boyfriend. Everyone's calling me petty, but I have no regrets. I'm 31 years old, and at the time of all this, I was engaged to my fiancée, Claire, who was 29. We'd been dating for over 3 years, the kind of relationship people post about: vacations, homemade dinners, shared playlists. We clicked in a way I hadn't with anyone else. We got engaged on a rainy day in the park. She cried. I cried. It was perfect. We started planning the wedding right away, and let me tell you, Claire was so into it. Spreadsheets, vision boards, color palettes. She was glowing. And honestly, I loved seeing her happy. We even started talking about the future beyond the wedding. Kids, travel, a dog maybe. It felt like our story was really beginning. One quiet evening, we're in bed, scrolling through Pinterest. She's showing me nursery ideas and baby names. We weren't even trying for kids. It was just playful. Then she said it. Just imagine. Our little boy, Elian James. Doesn't that sound perfect? I remember the exact way she smiled when she said it. Warm, dreamy. It sounded poetic. A little out there, but nice. Still, something about the name felt oddly familiar. Not a celebrity, not someone we knew. Just off. I laughed and said, "Where did you get that one from?" She replied, "Oh, I saw it on a name board once. It just stuck." At the time, I believed her. Why wouldn't I? Fast forward a few days, and we're at her parents' place for a family BBQ. Her older sister and I are grabbing drinks from the kitchen, and we start talking about wedding plans. I mention how Claire's obsessed with this name, Elian James, and ask if she's always been this into baby names. Her sister pauses, real hard, then says, "Wait, she's still into Elian?" I freeze. "What do you mean still?" She backtracks, looks nervous, and says, "Oh, nothing. Just sounded familiar." Never mind. Too late. That gut feeling returned. That night I asked Claire directly, "Hey, why did your sister act weird when I mentioned the name Elian?" She acted confused. Said I must have misheard. When I pushed again, she rolled her eyes and said, "Fine. Elian was my high school boyfriend, and James was his middle name. But I just like the name, okay? It doesn't mean anything." Excuse me, what? She wanted to name our son after her ex. First and middle name. My mind went blank. I asked her why she didn't tell me that from the beginning. "Because it doesn't matter," she said. "It's just a name. It's not like I'm still in love with him." That's when the warning signs started flashing. I told her I was uncomfortable with it, that it felt like a betrayal, that if I suggested naming our daughter after my ex, she would absolutely lose her mind. She scoffed. "You're being dramatic. You're jealous over someone I dated in high school." I asked her to take the name off the table. Just drop it. She refused. That was the moment it hit me. This wasn't just about a name. It was about respect, about honesty, about how someone you love should care when something hurts you. She didn't care. She didn't even want to try to understand. We argued about it for 3 straight days. She stuck to her story. "It's just a name." I stuck to mine. "It's more than that." Eventually, I told her I couldn't marry someone who didn't respect my boundaries or my feelings. And I walked. I called off the wedding. Just like that. Oh, the backlash. Her mom called me a coward. Her friends said I must have been looking for an excuse to leave. Even some of my friends said I overreacted. But others? Others said I dodged a bullet. I moved out, gave her the apartment. We went no contact. At first it was crushing. I still loved her. I missed her laugh, her cooking, the way she'd make up songs about our cat. But deep down, I knew I'd done the right thing. And then, things got worse. About a month later, Claire's sister called me. I almost didn't pick up. She sounded anxious, said she felt guilty and needed to come clean. Apparently, Claire had reconnected with Elian last year. Right when we were wedding planning, they'd messaged back and forth on Instagram. Nothing physical, but definitely flirty. She told her sister she was just curious if the spark was still there. Said she still thought of him sometimes. Oh, and that she'd always imagined naming her first child after him. Even before she met me, her sister told her to cut contact, and Claire did. But still, she confessed to calling Elian the one that got away. When I heard that, something inside me snapped. Not in anger, but in finality. I blocked Claire on everything. No closure conversation, no more chances. It was over. The next few weeks were weird, lonely, quiet. I started therapy, went on long walks, got really into cooking for one, and then I adopted a dog, a ridiculous floppy-eared mutt with more energy than common sense. One ear sticks up, the other flops down like he's too emotionally exhausted to care. He's perfect. I named him Nacho, because he's Nacho's son, Claire. He made me laugh when I didn't want to. He gave me routine, purpose. And more importantly, he didn't try to name me after some ex. It's been months. I'm not dating again. Yet. But I'm okay with that. I'm working more. Hiking with Nacho. Reconnecting with friends I drifted away from during my relationship. Claire did try reaching out. Different numbers, an email. A mutual friend said she was re-evaluating everything. Good. She should. But that's not my job anymore. I'm no longer angry. I just don't miss her. So here's what I've learned. Sometimes, the thing that breaks you isn't some huge betrayal. It's the small, quiet moment where you realize someone doesn't care how they make you feel. When someone dismisses your discomfort. When they defend their fantasy over your reality. When they hide the truth and call you insecure for asking. That's your sign. That's your line in the sand. And for me, that line was a name. I'm glad I walked away. Not everyone will understand, and that's okay. I didn't leave because of the name. I left because I refused to share a future with someone who still lived in the past. Thanks for sticking around till the end. If you want more stories like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Trust me, this journey isn't over yet.